Right, everything should be working. Should be an episode way. So today I'm going to be starting the stream with some demos. That's not the big surprise that I have. I realised that there won't be many people watching because we just started, but there's going to be some interesting things coming. I just need to turn on monetization. Bear with me, I keep forgetting about that. Right, there we go. So yeah, we're starting with some demos. Trying to get some tries for my own set. The thing that I have to announce, you can see where it's stuck already, but new enhancement calculator for lazy stacks. Now this is going to take a little bit of explaining. Elster will already know how impressive this is, the amount of work that I put in to make this work. To put it simply, this automatically updates with the price of every item. Does what the old one did, tells you whether it's cheaper to make or buy, but tells you what's the best stack to put in to go for it. So when I say that, basically, I've got the sales stack pather here, a shit ton of them, one for each single accessory that you can have on the sheet. And then basically it works out which one of these costs the cheapest. It says what that percentage is, and then tells me what the stack cost is as well. And then the designer, not designer, that bit's going to be useless once I finish doing it. I've still got a bit of programming to do. But basically then this goes, okay, so if it's a 15 stack, it gets the cost of the 15 stack in this calculation here. And then it also gets the success chance for the maths. So it's using these values. So watch, this is one of the best ways to show. So if I update to say that it's pre-ordering at a lower price, you can see everything flicks in the value because everything uses the base price at least once. Now, I don't know if I'm going to find it anywhere. One or two of these might flick the best stack used, but it's going to be very difficult to find one that does flip it because it's very edge case. And none of these actually flip with the best stack to use, but it does update which stack you should be using. It's fully comprehensive. And considering these are stacks that you have blackstones on you, and then you just go, okay, with blackstones, hang on, I'm just gonna move things around so I can see chat and still have this up. But like, I've already got a 70 stack in here, but if you need a 70 stack, you can just be crystallized spare for that though, rather than blackstones. Right, okay, so we've got a duo, but I need to get up to try. And now you just look at the spreadsheet. I'm going to bring it back. So for Deborah belt, for a try, you want a 100 stack. You can probably go over 100 stack to be fair. I'm tempted to. I don't have any more 120s. If I had more 120s, I maybe would have. But let's, for argument's sake, go. Okay, I can use 50 crystallized to spare for 100 stack. Straight away, so amazing. I'm not going to do that because I actually have a 130 stack that I'm tempted to use for this. Just because it is something that I'm after. So this is an actual upgrade for me. So I think I am going to do like a high stack for it. Okay, I'll take that. So that is going on to my other character. I've still got some belts left. So that's huge for me because that's my 3 gear. So I'll move that out of the way. And now we'll start using stacks normally, right? So enhance. So I haven't got any rings yet, so I'll put. I mean, rings apparently it's cheaper to buy at Duo. I'll just see if there's cheaper Duo rings. Don't have 4 billion to buy a Duo ring now. Duo ring. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work when you. A ring. There you go. It's not in stock anyway. But we'll see if I can make a ring. You start with your 50 stack. I mean, I wonder if it's cheaper. What's the prices again? Go on to the Patha. Maybe a little bit cheaper to put in 5. That might actually be a cheaper way of doing it. I'm just working out a way to make a little bit more profit. But what I was thinking is basically if we just go into Blackstones for a 45 stack, just put 5 of these in. I'll have to work out the price, but I think that might actually be a bit cheaper. And then go for a pry. We do actually have accessories to make for profit as well. This is just me getting myself some gear to start off with. Now this one is the 70 stack, so we do need to use these. So nice being able to get a 70 stack just that easy. I'm trying a new background music, and I'm not liking this one. Right, so now I do need to use a 100 stack. I'm just going to throw a 13 in here, because again, this is for making tries for myself. If I make the try as well on this, 2 tries at the get-go, that would be hilarious. Yeah, there's no way after I said that that was going to go through. I'm just going to build up things that I need for... Yeah, I'm going to do it again. I like doing that, actually. I know it uses up a few more Valkyrie, but that's a nice way to save a few Crystallized Despair. Oh, that's something else that I forgot to mention, which might not be clear on here. So with this lazy enhanced sheet that I've just made, it tells you the base, like that's the stack that you should put in, but it does the maths for your base chance as well. So this is a 29 stack, so it's the percentage for a 29 stack, not for the 25 stack that you would click to put on it. So it's fully comprehensive. I've took that into account. Sorry, my voice is raspy today as well. Right, so now the 70. Really don't like this music. I'm gonna have a look, see if I can find a better. Thank you for the follow. Look. This came up as the first time I searched, but the thing is, this is just through our... I think it's called Twitch Safe Lo-Fi, the whole... So it should be fine. Much better background music. I prefer this music. Right, let's see if we can get this up to a duo. Nope. But the ring's just gonna have to sit by itself. Yeah, new 50 stack. I don't know why I'm so like worried about using these. Let's read what I've got them for. $54. Our next are meant to be 50 as well. Yeah, 50 stack. And then 70 stack. Then 100 stack. And it's that easy to make a try. And that's how you make try demos. Just one bit like that and it's done. And then try and go for the next one. 50 stack. I'll start for... Basically, I'm going to have that as the one that I equip, and then this is going to be for the... helps if I click there. This is going to be for going for Tet. Because I always need to have one that's equipped, basically. Perfect. But this one is... If I can get this to go through, this will be going for a Tet. The only problem with the... I know the earrings are actually good. Earring is a 60 stack rather than a 70 stack. So this should only be a 60 stack. Because it's cheaper. And then we now need a 100 stack. I'm burning through my Crystallized Despairs a bit quicker than I planned. And then pop all 13 of these in, just because it is, again, for going for gear for myself, so I don't really care about the profit. Hoping that would go. Yeah, make more content, but oh well. Right, so 50 stack. No, 50 stack is here. Ants. And 60 stack again. Honestly, it's so nice to get these stacks like this. Like, the amount of time it saves, so you can just go, like, do other things. It's great. But I made 2 tri-debos, which I'll take, considering I'm still trying to get a full set of tri. 2 tries. Right, so... right. I'm going to bring this back, just so that I can go over profits. So, Ring of Kadri, I can make 867 million from just doing this. And it's advising that I do a 70 stack for the Tet as well. Not even 110 stack or anything like that, 70 stack. 70, 40, 35, and 15. And that's the cheapest path to make the Tet. So, what just came through? Oh, some more Latents. Okay. Right. So, the Latents aren't making as much money. What's the other thing that's making? Tongue Red Belts are making a lot of money. So, I can't remember the maths on here is a bit ruined, so we'll just take 80 and go from there. So we're doing 15 stacks, because that's the like needing 115 or 155 was when I was doing like 30 stacks for the base, but this is saying that the best thing for me to use. Oh yeah, that means I can get rid of all this stuff out of my inventory, make more space. Forgot about that. Yeah, let's not use the 60 stack. The best stack to use, profit-wise, is the 15 stack for the Kadri. We'll skip these, don't worry. Oh, that would be awful if I didn't go through the skip. There's no way that I'd like drag you through that many prize without skipping. Yeah, the reason that my spreadsheet took so long, like my new lazy one, it's not finished yet. I still need to do some programming on it. It's not even funny. I say programming, it's more formulas. Feels like programming. So because the way that it's pulling it, it's no longer like a reference to a single thing for the whole row. Each single calculation needs to reference a different cell on a different sheet, but they're like 18 cells away from each other, so I can't just drag down to duplicate the formula because it doesn't understand that it's every 18. It just keeps thinking, oh, so you go back to the first one and then do the same number again. It doesn't understand that it needs to, because there's so much going on in the formula, it doesn't understand that little bit. So it's a little bit of like frustrating or overbearing, I guess. But this lazy calculator also gets rid of the need for you to enter in your own costs manually. I'll go over everything on how it works in another, like a video that I'll release later this week. But it's basically using Elster's fail pather. It's something that I've made myself from his vertical one. I have no idea of the specifics of this formula, but maybe something like row. Yeah, well, you see, right, the issue with, oops, wrong one, that is, there's probably a formula that I can do for it, but this is the length of my formula for one of them. And then, like, you've got this one's 18 further for that one and that one. And then, basically, each one, it's these two have gone down 18. But that's the length of the formula already, so, like, trying to get it to work with a formula extra on top of that, it's just, no. So that's why I've basically decided to do it manually. I mean, there is chance for error, but that's why I'm doing like a test of it before releasing it. So it will probably be released next week or something for everyone to use. And then that'll also make the market go crazy, because there's literally like no barrier for entry other than money at this point for enhancing for profit. Right, so D7, then duo cadres are 35 stack. It'll be interesting to watch to see, because I mean, in general, the prices are definitely going to be affected by this change, but I think releasing that spreadsheet as well is definitely going to impact it. I mean, if it gets picked up by mainstream as well, like not just like my own videos, because I know a lot of people don't watch my videos. Like a lot of the community don't. I mean, I know, like, obviously I have started to get a bigger following than I used to have, but I'm still quite a small content creator. Because I know, I mean, I did have a big influx when Pansy mentioned my enhancing stuff, but that was kind of like fake bloat, as I like to call it. So loads of people subscribed to my channel when he mentioned me and advised about my enhancing tool, but he then, like, they all subscribed but they didn't watch, and then like they slowly unsubscribed. But yeah, this change in general for enhancing is definitely going to make it much harder to enhance. Like, I mean, I even saw this week, until people seem to dump the base Laytons today, there's basically not been that much that I've been able to buy. It's just, I think everyone's been buying things. The prices have bases have gone up through the roof. Google Docs, but they do a ton of Excel development. See if I have patience. Already having thoughts, but don't want to get bogged down in formulas over. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know it can be streamlined. Don't get me wrong. Like, oh, I need more Blackstones. I believe they're in storage. Yeah. I know it's not the most efficient running formulas, but any feedback would be appreciated. If I can streamline it, if there's things that are wrong with it, by all means, I'm happy to fix them. At the end of the day, like, I know it's not the most efficient, so I'm not going to be hurt if someone goes, actually, you could do it like this. I'll be like, okay, I'll do it like that. Especially if it's like more efficient than what I've got. If you're wrong, I will say you're wrong. Don't get me wrong. If you're right, I'll put my hand up. I mean, I don't have as much time as well to maintain it as I used to, so feedback is definitely appreciated. Don't know where I was running off to there. Right, so 20. Did I really just make 22 out of 27? It looks like a huge shoot. Oh, it's been a ridiculous amount of work, but it's fun. I mean, that's the thing as well. One thing that I know is hard for people to jump into to understand my spreadsheets is like they don't know the logic behind my formulas. So like they can have a look at it, sure, and they can try and decipher it, but like the logic behind the formulas, I'd have to make like a 24-hour video to explain it all the formulas, and it's just insane. Because like that was the formula for like the working out the profit for the tier, or the cost for the tier, sorry. But then like there's a different formula just as long for profit going, like for selling it. So it's definitely like a passion project, and I just decided to share it because I mean that's what I feel like my community should be about. Like if you make a resource that's really good for Black Desert and that really helps you, why not share it with the community? Help everyone else. At the end of the day, yeah, sure, you might not make as much profit on the market, but like if you're helping everyone else out, then the market's going to be stronger in general. In theory, that's my theory anyway. And it retains the player base, which means the game's probably going to go on for longer. Especially with everything that's happening with the. I won't get into it, but yeah, with everything that's happening with people stopping playing, I think it's good to help the community out. What am I doing for my duo stacks? Or tri stacks, technically. 15, 40. As if you can just lock a 40 stack in now. It's going to take me a while to get used to the fact that it's a thing. So smooth, like, honestly. Not only does it save time for like building up your fail stacks before a stream, like it saves time in stream as well. Just being able to do that. I mean, I honestly wish that like everyone, like especially content creators, had the same view, because I know there's a few that don't. Like obviously don't share exploits. Like if you find an exploit, report it to the dev team and be like, can this be fixed? But anything that like resource wise, like if you're really trying to make something to make money better, by all means share that. Yeah, I mean that's what the community should be about for any game, in my opinion. Like working together to reach the goals that you want to reach. I mean, it's a whole like guild mentality at the end of the day. Like you're there to help your guild out. Exactly. Just make it easy for everybody. Let everyone have fun. Don't have like the edge over the market just for your own gains. Just let everyone do it. Relist. Min price. But yeah, as you can see, like in the last week, it really has shot up. That's like the price of everything on the EU market. Everything's just shot up. I mean, it's starting to come down a bit now, but we'll see if it keeps with that trajectory. I only got 10 there, but that's not so bad, really. Right. I didn't get any more Eye of the Ruins this week. Right, so we'll take 40 ogres, and 40 should be about right. Okay, so... Oh, that's why I was going to... I know I was going down here now. Because I'm going to free up space. I'm not going to get rid of them just yet, just in case things change. Oh, there's not enough space. There's Gudo Village, though. Right, there we go. I mean, everything's down there at the moment, but I'll fix that in a second. So, Ogre Rings. They're not making much Ogre Rings, to be fair. 25 stack for the bases. It's 25 stacks. I started the wrong way. I'm just going to flip this around. Also, this is one thing that's an amazing... Alright. No market prices vary and I'm on US, so even more different, but is there an item you'd recommend starting with to enhance your profit if you only had, say, 1 bill? If you don't have much money, use my spreadsheet, change it to US, NA, that's the one, and then you'll have the NA prices. But what I would recommend, I don't know if I have them on here at the moment. What is the name of them again? Bear with me, there's something that I've forgotten the name. Cagtum. Cagtum is the one. Right. Oh, I do have it on here, right at the bottom. So at the moment, if you make tries, 142 million per try that you make. Obviously, this is on UK, not on... I say UK, EU, sorry. Not on US. But... So even though it would be a loss to make the pry and sell the pry, it's cheaper to make pries. So you need a 15 stack, a 30 stack, and a 40 stack. And that 40 stack is what's making you 142 million. Yeah, sorry, yes. So I forget my pictures there. Hang on, I'll move it along here. So it's Cagtum Submission Ring. So 16 million to make it with a 15 stack, and then 57.3 million to make it the duo with a 30 stack, and then 180 million to make a single try with a 40 stack, and that 40 stack is giving you hang on, I'm trying to do 185 stack 185 million profit per one. So that's what I'd recommend. There's also another one, a blue accessory, but Cagtums is one of the best, especially if you're buying them straight after Garmoth, because their price like literally hit minimum and so much profit. That's something else that I forgot to mention with this profit, right? So this is buying it at market value. Hang on. This is buying it at market value. If you put a pre-order for like the minimum price, look at the amount of changes that does. So pre-ordering, you're making 195 million per one, and it's easy to get a try, right? It's like 50%, 40% chance. Yeah, 40% chance for a try. That's pretty high, and you can make an extra. Yeah, it's only an extra what, 7 million for pre-ordering them, but that's 7 million per one. That adds up. Anyway, I'll get back to clicking my price. But yeah, so I've got my normal spreadsheet, which kind of goes over that. That's already like my normal enhancement calculator, which does like building your stack yourself normally. I mean, that actually has the 40 stack prices included already. I just didn't put in the crystallized despairs on my normal spreadsheet. But this is like the lazy version. So like the lazy version, you don't bother fail stacking full stop. You just buy your stacks through this system. I need to work out the prices for the lazy stacking system you doing Manos accessories, because there's a way I can do it. I just haven't figured it out the best way to do it, but I'm gonna make a calculator for that. I might make it on a separate spreadsheet rather than the same spreadsheet because it's a bit complicated. And then Tungrad belts. How's Tungrad belts? Tungrad 20 stack. That's the thing, this resource that I made is so nice. Like, it saves so much time. The fact that I can just look over at the other screen and go, right, 20 stack for this accessory. It's honestly such a life changer being able to use these like up to 100 stacks for one, but also making a spreadsheet that tells me what's the best stack to use. Like Elster's idea for using a pathet, genius. I mean, it only really works now that you can have up to 100 stack. I mean, yes, it technically is still cheaper to make your own 100 stack rather than buying the 100 stack with crystallized despair. But the fact that you can still make profit this way round, I mean, that just says everything. Yeah, I still should be getting more than I am, I swear. Having a bit of bad luck today with these. 73% chance, I shouldn't be failing. I feel like I failed about half of these. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, that there is so many different currencies and things. So, like, the calculator is great, especially considering the random chance. And that's something else that's amazing with this calculator, right? So, and with these changes for the enhancing for profit, like fail stacking. So, my previous fail stacks for like going up to a Tet fail stack, it says on average it's going to cost you like 470 million per fail stack, or 499 million, that's what it was beforehand, per Tet fail stack. But that's on average. So if you make like 1,000 of them, that's how much they should cost. But you could try and make one and like it just not go the way that you want, and it end up costing like 2 billion, 3 billion for a fail stack if you're really unlucky. Whereas this is 100 fail stack is guaranteed, as long as the price of crystallized despair don't go up, to be 1 billion, full stop, every single time. That makes your profit margins so much easier to make. I don't know why I was doing this like hand gesture, even though it was, I think it was below the camera, so I couldn't be seen properly, but that's what I was doing. Right, so yeah, I really didn't do too well there. Only 10 and 11. Was it 11? No, that's not 11. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 10 and 14. Okay. So we're doing Tungrads first. It takes a bit of getting used to find what you're looking for precisely. 35. I think I'm going to have to come up with a way to make them more obvious between which one you're looking at. Exactly as well. That's the thing, right? You say that, you trade some profit to get some time back. I mean, you get lots of time back for this, but right. So, Kadri Guardian with the lazy stack, 867 million. I've still got my normal one open, 727 million. You make more profit and save time. I'm just going to leave that out there. More profit and save time. It's situational per accessory. No, don't worry. It's situational. So it's not necessarily always more profit. The reason it's coming back more profit is because I am min-maxing which fail stacks to use. So beforehand, I would always use a 30 fail stack for pry. Now it's saying you save money by using like a 20 stack. That adds up to make more profit. So sometimes you do lose a little bit of profit out of doing the lazy way, but actually the lazy way seems to still pull the profit. I don't know how. It doesn't make sense because obviously, like, building your fail stacks makes a cheaper fail stack, but I think it's because you're min-maxing at the below ones. You're not having to worry about balancing your fail stacking gear. You can just buy a lower stack because you don't need to worry about making these stacks to make the actual correct thing that you're after. So it's getting rid of that min-maxing, min-max, getting rid of the balancing of fail stacking gives you the potential to make more profit, but it's also quicker, so it's an amazing system. But that is mainly because of the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is what's made that shine. So I am assuming that enhancing for profit is going to become a struggle once I release this spreadsheet. Just because the amount of people that are going to be doing it, not because of the profit margins are going to go away. It's going to be like harder to get hold of the bases to enhance. So anyway, I'll stop getting distracted. Not Basilisk belt, Tongue Red belt, 35 stack. The only thing is I feel like I need to increase my carry weight for the amount of black stones that I like tear through. That can end up being overall good for players if high-end gear becomes cheaper as a result. That's the thing. The more people that get into it, the more like tets are going to be made. The more that people are going to sell them, because the pens still, you need to wait for an event basically for the tets. To put it simply. Oops, missed one. But like, I mean, the thing is, yeah, more tets that are made, the more people that will be trying to make them to pen anyway. So if it does, even if it does get rid of the profit rate, it's not a bad thing, because it just means everyone's going to get stronger characters and go grind more, and then less people will be enhancing because they'll be doing the grinding. So it's a feedback loop. Everyone's getting stronger from it, in theory. I am going to use this one because it's here, but then I'm going to double check my ogre stacks. So ogre's 35 as well anyway. That works out well. So it's the same stack on duo for both of them. It does take a little bit more time, I guess, whilst you get used to it. Like whilst you're doing your actual enhancing session, because it's not the same stack for each accessory. It's each accessory you use a different stack to make the most profit out of. So there is that variation. But like, we're back to being able to make a decent profit. It's been a while since I've had an accessory where I can make like 800 million profit on average. I actually made perfect amounts this time. So 5, 7, and then 5, 7. Then I feel like the last time I've actually made that much per accessory on average is probably back before I released my original sheet. People kept saying my original sheet wasn't what crashed the market because there was changes that come out at the same time. That is fair, but I still feel like that was actually why. But anyway, we won't get into that. If people say it's the other changes, I'll let them have it. Tongue Red Belt, 35, 40 stack. I mean, most things are a 40 stacks. A few are 50 stack try, but I say few. Tongue Red Ring's a 50 stack. Dawn Earring, It's 50 stacks, 60 stacks for black distortion. Devo's a 100 stacks, except for the ring, which is a 90 stack. Then everything else is a 40 stack. So there's a few things where it's basically just like the same stacks as before, but the fact that you can just throw a 40 stack in rather than having to make it, I'll take it as a win. So, oh, see, I'm out of black stones again. Pretty sure I can't take 6,000, it's too heavy. 5,000, yeah, I need to increase my weight. Oh no, I did take out 6,000, but it made me too heavy. Okay. Right. So, 40 stack. Also, you no longer have to worry about like running out of stacks. Like that was one of the things that chewed up so much of my time for these streams, building the stacks, like to have the right number of stacks for the stream. Um, and then in stream I get like higher luck, and then I'd have to be doing fail stacking on stream. Honestly, a nightmare. But now it's literally just as long as you have the resource, you have the fail stacks, and like, hang on, black stones. You have the resource for black stones, guaranteed. I mean, a few more have sold this week than usual. And then I've favorited Crystallized Despair because I can't bother to spell it all the time. At the moment, the price has jumped up. It was on min price, but price has gone up. I got mine all at 20,000, so that's going to be an issue. These are going to be pushed up in price. You can no longer get them at 20 million. But I think after a bit of influx, like the price going up is going to affect it. Like, I'm not going to change it on mine yet, but I have put a thing in so you can change the cost of your despairs. So if you can't get them at base, you change it, it updates the whole sheet. It tells you how much profit you're making it with that. But anyway, so I'll get back to my next one to upgrade. I didn't mean to summon my staff. Right, so I've done all but this. We'll try doing 80 of these. Hello, Pin. Pin, come on. Come on, Pippin. You're gonna flop on the floor. It's trouble. You're purring into the mic. Probably won't pick you up because it'll think your background noise. It's just a little quick cat break. Do you want to enhance? Do you think you could enhance, Pin? Huh? You want to click on something? Don't think it's going to work, Pin. Oh, you're getting so big and heavy. Yeah, just lay there. That works. For now, until he reaches over for the mouse or something. Do not use a 40 stack for... right, so we're looking at Leighton's Power Stone, 25 stacks. Also, it does kind of make this a bit redundant. I don't need this many spaces anymore. But, oh well. Oh, where are you going, Pin? Wait for the cat to decide what he's doing. Right, we're good. Unless he turns off my computer, we're good. So randomly disappears, press the power button. He's currently laid down on the top of my computer. Again, I'm doing it the wrong way around. Oh, also, my Leightons make 821 million on average per tech using this calculator. It's not just the Cadres that are big profit. Oh no, sorry, that's my tongue red belts. My Leightons. So it's 214 million for the Latents. Not as good as it was when I first started buying them last week. But my Tungrads are definitely profit. But where are you going, Pin? Okay. I think we're safe now. Not even time for your food yet, Pin. I mean, it's not the only time it's dead to me, but you know. What, we're at 75.5% chance with this. I feel like... Yeah, I suppose actually, no, that is average. Like, failing 2 per row is about right. That's where I failed 3. Failed 4. That's like a 50% on that row. I mean, I can make it back by just not failing. I was just double checking something under the screen, sorry. Exactly. The more you do, the more profit you make out of it, because you get to the averages. I mean, that's true for like the amount of money that you make out of it as well. Right. I think the way I like to do it, hang on. 1 below average. Oh no, hang on. Is it? On average, there you go, see? The more you do, the closer you get to the averages, so you just don't sweat the small stuff. 30. Can't do it like that. I wish you could. It would be nice, especially now I've got all this space. This rate I might actually be able to swap for my enhancing character, so this one can just be for farming. Right, I need my spreadsheet back because that's what I was checking on the other screen. Layton Power Stones. So 25, 35. 35 and 40. Okay. The only downside to this whole lazy enhancing thing that I've just realized is when you get to the tech clicks. So the reason that it's going to make a difference there is, for example, Layton's Power Stone, you want to use a 90 stack. For Kadri's Guardian, a 70 stack. So you can no longer just use the 110 stack for all of them. If you're wanting to like min-max and make the most profit, you're going to be using different stacks. But you can just buy the stacks as you need them. But that being said, Crystallized Despair's currently rocketing in price. Like, considering it's like day of release and they've already took like, I think it was sat with 20k on it yesterday when I bought 300. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch. I'm hoping that Crystallized Despair will come back down in price. I've never grinded Elvia Calvion, so I don't know how easy of a drop it is to whether it's going to stabilize or stay at minimum price. But it's not as if it affects the profits a massive amount. Like what? I'll work it out because it was like up to 21 million. View 22k. Yeah. So 40 stacks. We'll just take these out to put them a bit more straight. 18. And then, yeah, I'm not even checking to see if I have any like stacks left over. So I currently have 140 stack. I know I hadn't made anything, so it makes sense that I didn't have any left over, but you never knew. Well, I never knew. Unless I checked. Right, so no, not 45s, 40s. Today's a rough day. I'd say today's a rough day, just not getting what I want. There we go. Out of them again. But I can take 6,000 at a time, at least I know that. I'm going to put into the calculator after this 22k just to see how it affects it. So 40 stacks. Okay, yeah. I think I'm actually at where I want to be now. I can fail the next 3. I mean, I'd rather not. Thank you. Right, so I think that's all my tries. Yeah, it looks good. I'd have liked a few more, not gonna lie, but hey. So 10, 7, 4. Let's leave those ones. 2, 1. So 10, 7, 4, 2, 1. I mean, I don't know what that's the thing. The average is no longer like 30%. So I'm probably just going to get rid of my averages of how many I've made out of how many, because it's no longer like a 110 stack all the time. Right, so let's have a look. It is like a flashbang when I put this across, so I do apologise. So fail stack pather. Let's say it's 22k. That's going to update everything. Did it even make a difference? 867 million profit. It makes a difference here. I see these numbers change. 867. Is this one not updating when that updates? Right, I'm gonna have to take a quick delve. Should do. 22. Yeah, so I'm seeing these numbers changing. But this one's not changing. I keep forgetting I don't need all that right now. I'll just quickly F5 the sheet. 867. Takes a while to refresh. That's an issue that I'm going to have to double check. Because it doesn't seem to update straight away. Is it going to have to wait for the next manual refresh for this sheet to update? Because that updates the cost. Which one is it for? Hang on, I'm going to do a manual check. So this is saying it's 1788 for Cadre, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1788.8. So that is the price. But why is the profit not changing? Does that part change, but not the profit? Ooh. 20. Calculator. Okay, it just wasn't changing back when I was putting it back. So yeah, it does make a difference. 30 million difference. Took a while to get there. I do apologize. But yeah, 30 million difference for like the price going up a little bit. I wouldn't complain about that really. Right, now this is where we're going to get a little bit complex with our clicks. So we're going to do Cadres first. Cadres, I said, was a 70 stack, didn't I? Yeah, 77. So 70 stack for Cadres. So it's not as if you can't make profit if the price of these go up, but yeah, I was going to say but something, but then I didn't think what the but was. Yeah, so you can make profit still if the price goes up. Obviously, it's not as much. So there's still profit there. It's nothing to really worry about. You're not going to lose your profit just because Cadre crystallized the spare gold in price. It's just not going to be as profitable at the end of the day. Can't complain really. We're not skipping animation fees because these are making 890 million profit. And what? How many should I make? 21%. So let's say 1 in 5. So I should make 2 of these to make a little bit under 8 million. Ideally 3 would get the 800 million, maybe a little bit more. That's the thing, I can't use this 70 stack for anything else today, I don't think. Tungred belts are 90. Leighton's is a 90 and Ogre's is a 90. What about my Eye of the Ruins ring? Because that's a little bit. That's a 70. There we go. So we've got the Eye of the Ruins, so I'll throw that in there as well. So that means I should make 3 with Eye of the Ruins. That's a nice bit of profit already. Because that's above average, really. So we need 2 Cadres. I mean, the Eye of the Ruins ring is less profit. It's only like 170 million. Yeah, 176 million rather than the 300 million, 800, sorry, from Cadres. So yeah, I'd have made more money if the Cadres went, but still profit. That being said, we currently have the issue of being down 6, being down 7. Well, that's not how averages are meant to work. To be fair, I've had so much luck in my last 3 streams. That's probably balanced out my average. Yeah, what? I'm supposed to use 90. No, I'll save that. Save that for something else. That's fine. Now, what I am tempted to do is I only have 1 left. Just I'm guaranteed on my next one, but I only have 1. And they've not come through. Oh, the prices have gone up again as well. Is this where I go bust because I put so much money into getting some Deba Records rather than saving my money? So these are 90 stack. Oh, I only have enough for 3 90 stacks. Oh, but I already proved that I can make money anyway, regardless. That's fine. My latents aren't that much money though, are they? I want Sungrad belts because they are currently under 700 million now since my sheet updated. Last thing, it's updated the prices. I thought I was about to have like one of the biggest loss streaks since I started, but luckily I actually made a Tet Ogre, so we've got some profit in here. I say some profit, we're still below average, but next stream I'll probably be above average, or maybe I'll be below average again, and then we can always laugh at me. I mean, I know I'm no longer at like the 30%, so it's going to happen less than it did beforehand. But I feel like the fact that I've not been making these stacks is a bit concerning. Like, not been making Tets today is a bit concerning. Like, the fact that I did not make one Kadri is concerning. Right, I need to buy some more Crystallized Despairs. And dump all this in, it's fine. Don't have to worry about repairing gear anymore. So, one purchase, some Crystallized Despairs. Oh, someone's just put those at min. I'll take that. But, yeah, that's the problem. You do invest a lot of money into it now. I can only make one more stack. Hopefully I should make one out of these 4. There we go, made one out of the 4. I can't make another. I'll just use this. There we go, one more stack. Needs must. That's something you can probably do to pull down the prices of things as well, actually, using the Valk's Craze. I won't put that into my calculator yet, but I might look at a way of getting that on the calculator to bring down the prices. And then I've got a 98 stack just sat there now. We made 5 accessories. It means I can still keep going at least. Because what? 3... Ruins have crashed, Jesus. Yeah, 13 billion. I need to build up because I spent a good 25 billion on demos. But they're going to boost my actual stats, so I can't complain. I need to look at how you remove cups as well, actually. I need to remove the cups off my other accessories. Can't sell it if you don't put it over. Oh, max price as well. I'll take the extra profit. Why could you? Oh, do I have? I still have ones to sell. Oh well, I forgot that I didn't even sell everything. That's extra profit at least, I guess. Yeah, everything's like dropped in price for the Tets. That is a bit concerning. Don't I have one more Tet to sell? Or was that everything? Oh no, yeah, that was everything. Okay. So yeah, I've gone over the stream time, so that's going to be the end of it. Thank you everyone for checking in, and thank you for the chatting, Vertical Mammal. Appreciate it. And look forward to my video. Probably going to be Saturday. We'll see. Yeah, I'll do it Saturday actually. I've got a full day Saturday. where I'll be free to make a video and finish off the programming of the sheet before I release it. So I've called it the Lazy Enhancing Profit Calculator because it is. But yeah, so this one I still haven't done all the changing the references, but then Pen's never going to make profit anyway, so that's why I was using the sheet today. I mean, it's always 100. You need like a 240 stack for it to be profitable, but you can't get them yet. I mean, you can get them for free, so I could put like a free stack in there, but you don't get them that often. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, thank you for joining the channel. I mean, there's not much that goes on the Discord, honestly. I'm busy with my full-time job. That's all I can really say, so I don't chat that much. There's people there that can help with queries and things. I'm trying to grow a community that does help each other the best they can. Like, if anyone has a question, it's like a free-for-all for who can answer first, which is a good sort of community to be in. So thank you for that, and thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. I should be streaming Wednesdays from now on. I usually stream Wednesdays, but I pushed today's back to Thursday so I could use the new system. So thank you all for watching. Ciao for now.